where you literally, it just shows a tour of somebody's home. And some people have hella money and their houses are pretty dope. So we're gonna do this, but for athletes. So among them are some of the ones I remember. We have Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Kevin Love, Connor McDavid, and I'm sure we can find some more.
Hey, D. I'm Connor McDavid. This is my girlfriend, Lauren.
Welcome to our home in Edmonton. Come on in.
Off rip, this is, first of all, dog. Bonus points for the dog. 2, I will say it, chat, maybe this makes me soulless. I love a very modern design. I do remember this being one of my favorites. I can't even lie. They have like the classical painting too.
He definitely runs the house.
And like the coat.
We love it in here. These are one of my favorite light fixtures.
Also, I don't think that computer's plugged in. Yeah, that computer's just not plugged in. 3 years old. This was shot in, oh, this was in 2021. This is pre either of the Stanley Cups.
Transition into the TV room. Love spending off days here, watching Sunday football. Or,
huge ass
anything
living
like
room.
that. I'm a big
Also,
Friends
again,
fan,
another thing I love about this home design is that the living room is perfectly connected to the kitchen. I think that's like dream design right there.
Our TV was concealed behind these big steel panels. So you just push and slide open when you want to watch TV, and then you can close.
It's kind of crazy that why would you have the TV closed off? Is that TV kind of small for the distance of the couch? Yes. I mean, just a fucking beautiful kitchen, man.
The first thing that sticks out.
It's not for me.
Fridge.
Basically, we got the.
Dude, this is my dream. This is actually my dream. The crazy part is when your fridge looks like this, I feel like you just can't use it. Like, where do they put the food?
The outside space here.
They sliding doors. Yep. Oh yeah.
We only get,
Winter's coming.
Yeah, we only get a couple.
It is crazy that even a house this big, you have a neighbor that's like 6 feet away.
We kind of wanted to have this speakeasy vibe because it's central.
Dude, they can afford bigger TVs. What are we doing?
Welcome to the basement.
You guys can afford a bigger TV. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Let me just make sure, because I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak out of touch. I don't want to speak out of term. It's record-setting $65.4 million contract update. I think they can afford a bigger TV. Okay, I like that their wine cellar isn't like a separate room. The separate room wine cellar is kind of crazy to me. This is so sick, dude.
This is the guest room.
A guest bedroom?
Guest room, I would say. Definitely when we get people or friends coming out, it's.
Then
wait, is it okay?
Corner, it takes you to this big.
Is there a door? This might be one of my other main architectural gripes. Not having a door between the bedroom and the bathroom. That in showers that aren't enclosed. I'm out. I'm out. I might be broke as hell, but I am gonna judge the rich here. Oh damn, I'm gonna hit bro up. I didn't know he had a spare room. Can I be bro's guest? Yo man, that's crazy. I didn't know you have an extra room. Can I move in?
Here, so it's really fun and great expansive space.
There's no door. There's no door.
Watch a movie. You know, when you're in here, you kind of feel like you're in your own private little movie theater.
You almost feel like you're in your own private little movie theater because you're in your own private little movie theater. No door in the bathroom is true luxury. James just can't relate. Oh, yeah, no, I can't relate to the 100-millionaire hockey player caught.
Basketball.
Yeah, we've played a couple good games of 21 in here. And I might have thrown on the goalie pads a couple of times.
Yeah. We had these massive stairs before that took up a lot of space, and we found, you know, we'd be playing games and.
No, home gym, custom built. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Respect, bro, is all about the game. I think that's with every pro athlete, though. Like, I don't remember if a lot of the other house tours of athletes have gyms in them.
The bubble, the hockey bubble for COVID. Unfortunately, we were out a little bit earlier than we would have liked, and our rink was being used. So this area became the Oilers.
Oh, he was having mass gatherings during COVID.
Out of here, so.
Those things are sick. Also, just dope staircase. Oh, elevator.
So, welcome upstairs.
My bad.
We got another place to lounge, of course.
A little reading nook almost.
Yeah.
This is such a cozy spot. Like, when you've reached the level of wealth where you have a second, I've only been in a few houses where there's a second living room, but to have one of them, like no TV, it's just like vibes. That's dope.
Feel kind of like a hotel style bed. We decided to put the TV in the foot of the bed, so this.
Dude, I feel like that's like too close. Am I crazy for saying that?
Yeah.
We definitely
That
to
bet like
watch,
the
watch
TV
shows
feels
before
way
bed.
too close. These people do not know how to set up a good TV. I will say they win points back for having greenery in the bathroom. Something I need to figure out how to do.
The bathroom here. This is definitely a big enough bathroom for the two of us.
The separate room for the also this still being like somewhat transparent is crazy. Like it's like you have tinted windows, but not tinted enough that you can't just see somebody in there like using the toilet.
Bathroom here.
Crazy.
Definitely a
Oh, does the
big
shower
enough
not
bathroom for the
close?
two of us.
Mm.
Nice big shower.
We originally
Oh,
had
it does-
this
wait.
nice and open, but I think we're gonna add a door on it just because.
Thank you.
it
All
doesn't
right.
Stay as
All
long
right.
as you would hope it.
She got it back.
The closet.
Bam.
My favorite part.
That
of the
is
house,
such a-
probably. It's kind
such
of
a
inspired by
sick-
Yves Saint Laurent. It's so bright and open.
Such a
you get to
sick
really See
closet.
all of our clothing.
Yeah, it's kind of my in Toronto, so kind of only here in the winter. I mean, that's why we got all the
Dude, that's
heaters
so
and
crazy.
fireplace and,
That's
it
so
makes it
crazy
really
that you own
cozy,
this
but
entire
also
house
does
and you're
heat
like,
up
yeah,
the
we're
space
only
pretty
here in the
good.
winter.
Yeah, we always.
I can't get over that living room, man. That entire living room setup is just so dope.
Thanks,
All right.
AD, for coming by.
I'm gonna be honest, man. That's a good start. You know what? I'm willing to meet you guys at A. Next up, it's Devin Booker.
What's up, AD? Welcome to the desert. I'm Devin Booker. This is Haven. Come check out the house. Come on, Haven.
Did they shoot that all out of focus? It's already just another insane modern house. We do that. That's a dog. The last one was like, oh, it's a dog. That's a dog. It's got to get hot as hell in there though in the desert.
Help
But
me bring this vision to life.
I always forget this that in the desert you actually do have mountains, but I can't tell like what if this is his still, you know? Like it's so
Coming in
I assume
right
that's a
from
different house, but I
outside
think
so
this
you
is
get
all
beautiful views
connected.
and
Wait, so that's the great room. This is the living room. They're different. Oh, you got the
I'm having
poker
team over,
table.
I'm having
S tier,
furniture
there's
in there, I want it to
gambling.
feel
I mean, a lot, like almost all of these I think are going to be like people who don't use their kitchen a lot necessarily. But having like a stack of books and a candle, like this is where you'd put like dishes to dry and stuff, you know?
So here's the kitchen. I don't do too much cooking. Shout out to my chef, Ryan. Prepares unbelievable meals for us all the time. You know, I talk about having the team over a lot. We'll
The two
talk.
island
Very
setup's kind of
cohesive. I
crazy.
love how
The
they
chair,
hit
dude,
off
the
with
chairs
each
look like
other.
they have a towel on the back of them. They're insane. They got the Rolex clock because, you know,
On to the office. This is where the deals get done. No, funny thing about this office, used to be my gaming
first of all, should still be a gaming room. Second of all, how often do these people have like business meetings at their homes?
like we talked
Like the
about earlier.
chairs are
You know, it feels
facing the
warm and
couch,
cozy and I
not
feel
the
it's part of
desk.
charm. But I did love my gaming setup in here.
He sits in a different chair every day. He got a camera in the bedroom.
Keeping it grounded. You know, I like
That's
to
a
clear
sick
my
picture of
head
his
here,
dog and
especially when it's time
car.
after a long day just to rest and sneakerhead than I am now, to be completely honest. I used to wait on release dates.
Is
Now
it
I
just
get too
me
many.
also, chat, or is like the sneakerhead
process for me
phase
is
in like
putting them in
society
storage,
kind of
so
gone, or am
try
I
to
just
keep
not
it at
tapped
this
in
amount.
anymore? Okay, that makes more sense. You got the vintage car collection that is pretty sick.
This is a GNX version. They did only, I think, 547 of these things.
Damn.
So I don't drive it much, but
I mean,
it's good sitting
you do
here.
have an NBA
People always
Supermax.
ask
You're
me
chilling,
what's my-
man.
Introduced me to collecting cars. This is my first piece. I got this.
That
2
thing's
years ago
ugly as
now.
hell. I'm gonna say it.
I found it in Utah and
It's a
expanded
budget
further.
mystery
I usually keep a
machine.
Chevy. You know, I have a lot of Impalas. This is 59. I have a,
The outdoor space in this house is crazy.
well, this is
Like
the backyard.
all of that.
This is the pool. Not much of a backyard, but I actually use this pool
all a
very
pool?
often. Whether it's, I feel like every section is kind of facing towards the
Insane.
pool. So, you know, we have a good time out here.
Dude, there's like a puzzle to get to the
Now you come into the
pool
game
house. There you go. My piano that I keep in my game house. Interesting.
A proper guest house with a kitchen and 2 bedrooms, and we came here, we just blew it all up. I'm just wanting to
Dude, that's crazy that you have a house so big that your guest house has 2 bedrooms. It's fucking
make
crazy.
it an inviting, comfortable
That's so
space.
crazy.
It's a studio. We play loud music back here.
Oh, what?
And really, for us, it's a theater.
He got the
It's a
Go
studio.
XLR? All right, okay. All right, I fuck with it. That looks like a Breath of the Wild shrine in the pool area. I fuck with the Go XLR. Does not have custom lights on it, but in the Astro headset, okay.
You
I think you had to
couch,
cross
you'd be
a
surprised how
riddle
quick
to
it
get
can
there.
fill up.
So he just has a Go XLR, but like no gaming set. Come on, man. We almost walked into my wheelhouse for 1 minute. For one singular minute, it's something I could actually connect to these people on. The floating fireplace. There's like 4 different fireplaces.
So we keep it interesting. We switch it up around here.
I can't get over how big that pool is, man. Yeah, I definitely think that was worse than the last one. I might go C tier on that. Which, it's crazy. It's crazy to look at like a $10 million house and be like, oh, that thing is C tier, man. But beautifully, as the algorithm does, we have been offered 2 more homes. You're tripping. I mean, I'm a poor guy judging millionaires style. Like I'm a little disconnected. Yeah. All right. Next up. Let me just look up this so I can get the thumbnail. We need the open door. Chat, you're looking at 99% of it. This stream, you've seen everything but the bathroom. You've seen the kitchen. You've seen this. This is it, man. Anyways, we got Jimmy Butler's epic California mansion.
Hey, AD, I'm Jimmy Butler. Welcome to California, better yet, welcome to my house.
Okay, dude, this is already S tier.
Welcome to my house.
He has a pool with a sick view, and he has a foam pit climbing wall. None of those are hard climbs, by the way, as a rock climber. But he's got a foam pit and like a coffee bar. This is just...
I think fancy people call this a foyer. Actually, probably the most pointless area in the house, but I guess you
that's
just walk
so
through the front
funny.
door
Just
and
be like,
then
this serves no
here.
purpose.
They're roses.
Dude, I love this already. I love this already. The way whoever edited this, cinema, you outdid yourself with that cut.
They're
The
roses.
roses. Get freaky with it, dude. This, I'm chat. Should we switch to a different house? Also, he has a bunch of toilet paper in his fireplace. I think if the piano was in the foyer, the sound of the piano in the foyer would be crazy, and have this as like a different room. Because I think the carpet and the furniture is going to deaden a lot of that. The purpose of this, it's literally called his live music room.
I probably take a lot of credit for it now that I think about it. Like when people ask, oh, what'd you do to the house? I was like, I put a table in this room, a piano over here. It was Tiffany that did it. This is the kitchen. That's my baby's chair right there. My daughter's seat, my significant other's seat. That's a lie. I'm single, ladies. Holla at me. Y'all see my house.
So
normal
crazy.
Morning, afternoon, and/or dinner. At one point in time, we all have to understand that we are our kids' bitches. If you're a parent, whatever the kids say, you just have to do. So we can
This is
have
insane, man.
full-blown steak and potatoes, and then Riley's like, I want spaghetti. And then fucking Riley gets spaghetti because I'm a little bitch.
Dude, what is this? What is this?
And then fucking Riley gets spaghetti because I'm a little bitch.
And then Riley gets spaghetti because I'm a little bitch. The delivery on that is like, it is, get this man in a movie. Dude, what is this? What the fuck is
This
this room?
place is called the Conservatory.
Is there a balcony?
That's
No, there's
up
not a
here.
balcony. I thought there's
It's
a balcony in this
custom-made
room.
for me.
Oh no, there is a
It's
balcony. I
beautiful.
lied. I was right the first time. There's a balcony in this room. There's a balcony inside the home, chat.
There's too many shaped light bulbs up there. And I just think it's Tiffany being Tiffany, just hella extra for no reason. Now, we
Dude,
are
why is it in like a
the
dungeon?
wine cellar.
Normally I hate a
It's the
wine
vibe
cellar,
that I was
but this
going
is
for, like,
this is winning.
darker, all of this dark brick. Chris Hoel.
It's so
is the
sick.
Master Sama. This is the hallway. I call this the big boy hallway because obviously all the big bottles.
It goes.
That leads
Does it go to
the
another
main
part of the wine
this
cellar?
Wine cellar. I swear, if I hit one of these steps behind me, where all the normal sized bottles are, which is behind me.
This is so sick, dude.
See that? I've been here.
It'd be crazy if this wasn't a wine cellar though. Like imagine just like a basement down here with like a living room or some shit. That'd be insane. Or like a library down here. Would be so sick.
Look at this chandelier. Tifton did it again. Those are moon rocks. Behind everybody right here. You know what? This is my California section.
Do you,
Got the Screaming Eagle over
do you
here.
think like the rest of the AD team who's filming this, like you hear them all shuffling behind as the camera's spinning to get them out of frame? Dude, imagine you're like, yo, I just gotta grab a bottle of wine. I'll be right back. Like, oh, I know this great wine. I think I only have one left though. And you gotta look through this. You gotta look through this to find it.
The Bordeaux, a 1973 Mouton Rothschild.
You don't even know if
I know
that's
I
good
butchered that
anymore.
'cause
It's
I don't
50
speak
years
French, but
old.
Back that thing up. You a fine motherfucker. Won't you back that thing up? This
Dude.
is also.
We just need more of a camera just being on Jimmy Butler at all
This
times.
is Burgundy.
Some beautiful pool. He has a beach volleyball setup.
And it's how my dad taught me how to count. And ever since then, I've just been the best at it. I'm not afraid to admit that. You know, some people like to stay humble about it. Fuck that. I am the best in the world at dominoes. A lot goes on. out
Damn,
here.
some people just got it all, man.
Cabana over there. The craziest part about the sand volleyball court is it used to be a tennis court. And then I was like, I don't even fucking like tennis. So I got a great idea. Let's just dump fucking 20 tons of sand on top of it. And then the following summer, you fall in love with tennis. That's how stupid I am. So now I gotta figure out a place to put a tennis court. We work out on the
That's
sand,
tough.
just
That's
a different
tough.
way. I lost every time. I just like Southern California because
Dude.
you got all the space that you need. It's quiet. I like that. I just want to be around my people. I want to do what I want to do and not bother anybody.
This is just like he has a cafe. He has a fucking cafe in his house, chat. He has a coffee shop in his home.
Spot. This is the first Big Face coffee shop here in my own home. I will
This is
allow
crazy.
my neighbors to come in here, bubble, and it just started out with a love of coffee. And since then, I've
Dude,
been able to.
He has a
build this incredible
cafe in
team
his
behind Big
house.
Face
He
to
literally
help
has a
make all of
restaurant
this
in his
stuff
home, a coffee
come
shop.
alive. After basketball, this is what I want to be doing. For me personally,
Change like crazy, but also, dude, you don't need a retirement plan. Jimmy Butler signed a 2-year, $110 million contract. Yep, his career earnings are $312 million.
but more than anything, you get to sit down with people that you don't get to see every day. And I mean, that's always been my dream. Just chill,
Jimmy Butler,
coffee,
he gets
and
it.
Talk to some really good people.
He gets
This
it.
is Tiffany picked these. Tiffany, great find, great pick. These are daffodils.
Shouts out Tiffany.
Yeah, I'm a botanist.
Does he have the same? He has the same bed frame thing.
This is my bed. It's customed. Tiffany didn't do that one. I did that. I think it's like 9 by.
It seems really
something.
small.
It's pretty big. Very comfortable.
Like it seems very short
Then I have,
for a man of
it's
his
not
size.
strategically pulled things. I want it to be.
It
very-
is strange. He has like a like this is also another rich thing where you have like a living room in your bedroom.
I think she overdid it on the fancy pillows on the bed. Every day I get
The fancy pillows, man. Why do we have them? They just go on a
in the
floor
bed,
or
I
a
have to
chair.
Throw all of those off and then put them back on. My daughter comes running in here from the other room and jumps on the bed because she doesn't want to go to sleep. You know, like kids do. Then I'm in here watching my show. I could be watching anything. Fucking Bluey. I don't want to fucking watch Bluey at 11 o'clock. You shouldn't even be up at 11. As often as I should get great sleep in my own bed.
Dude, this is
because of my
awesome.
kids, I do not.
I
But I
love this
y'all.
video.
I really do.
Dude.
My bathroom. I mean, it's a bathroom. It got 2 toilets.
It
got 2
has
showers.
2 toilets. It has 2 toilets. What's this? Do you have a shitting toilet and a peeing toilet? Is that what being that rich is?
Tiffany wanted a standalone
That's
tub.
crazy.
Tiffany got a standalone tub.
Bros
If I was a kid
running
taking a bath,
duos on
you can't leave your
shitting.
kids uncivilized because they just drink the 15 times 3. 57. Yeah, 57 minutes.
Dude, his kid's room looks nicer than any room I'll ever have. Also, Jesus, man, the clouds on the ceiling of the chat. I mean, I don't even think it can be like in contention. That's the easiest S tier of my life.
What's up, AD? I'm Carmelo Anthony. Welcome to my home.
He also has a foyer. Oh. Oh my God. Okay.
And I realized
A lot of art, a lot of stuff going on.
like something
Off
because
rip.
somebody else like it. I like it because it appeals to my mind, it appeals to my spirit.
really
whether
cool
it's a
piece.
dollar or... So this shovel, the gold shovel, this is the shovel we use to break ground when we opened Carmelo Anthony
Oh, that's
Center.
that's
in
so
Syracuse.
sick.
And this corner
That's
right
really
here,
cool.
This is Nelson Macomo, one of the best black artists, South African artists there is. He's just amazing, good friend of mine. I went to his studio in South
That's
Africa.
really, really cool.
And this sketch wasn't even done yet, but I told him I wanted it, and now it's here on my wall. So this is they
Seeing a
watching us,
painting
and
that's not
this
even
is
done,
our
I want
kids
that.
saying right? So that's a very powerful piece by Nelson. Here is some of my collection, a little bit. Some of them a gift, some of them I purchased live. I just
A
think that's one of the
vertical
most
record
powerful pieces
player?
of all time.
Also, dude, what is that? What
most powerful
SpongeBob do?
species of
Like,
all
you
time.
have this, and then you just have SpongeBob with like, it looks like Homer Simpson's mouth. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening in this house. Yeah, there
Rooms and
is like,
colors
I
of
don't know.
rooms.
It doesn't feel like it's
like
blending
different moods of-
together.
Of Mellow in the bar.
Okay, I do like the bar vibes. And
Welcome
Pikachu
to the
spotted.
bar.
This is huge. This
my
is
high
huge
school
for us,
jersey,
chat.
Oak Hill. Checks get cut.
Oh, okay, hold
Nah,
on. We have a plugged in computer. This is huge.
The chairs are amazing. They're comfortable.
Fit.
I did design them myself. I want to give myself a pat on the back.
Those are
This is
ugly
not
ass
animal
chairs. I'm
skin, okay?
sorry.
This is not animal. This is nothing animal over here, okay? This is folk.
Yeah, those don't look. They look like a old woman's
this
purse.
is the memorabilia.
We're doing
I
too
call this
much.
the bathroom. Some people call it the powder room.
We're doing too
surrounding-
much.
You know, it's my guy. You know, you got Ali, you got the special wallpaper.
We're doing
right
like
here.
in the
This
with
is
the
flavor
floor
paper. I
too.
know it's a lot of Ali, but come on, you can't beat that wallpaper right there.
Like I'm just trying to pee and he's staring me into my soul.
What kicked it off? And I just want to be clear. I was the first Jordan brand signature athlete.
Well, the first Jordan brand signature athlete. Chat, forgive me. I feel like there might have been, perhaps, there might have been one guy before him. Hear me out. I think for the Jordan brand, there might have been a dude, like one. I think there was one guy before him. What's
This is my
Oh,
mindfulness.
it's a meditation room.
You can hear the waterfall flowing. This
The
room
indoor
doesn't need
waterfall
art.
is kinda
The
dope.
Thoughts in your mind is that's
But
the
like
brush.
the
Right,
it's
so however
such
you
a
wanna
it's
paint
in
this
such
canvas,
contrast to the
You do that.
house.
You know, it was intimidating. Like
It's just,
this,
it like it looks like you died and went to heaven, and this is like what you'd see. You're finally awake, and it's just this.
His uncles. These are like family to him. These
That's
are
pretty
important.
insane to have
This
those
was,
jerseys in your
stopped
room.
about- And this is his room. 16 years old. So I try to stay out this room.
So I brought a whole camera crew in it. Chat, I'm gonna say it. I can't decide which of the two. I did not really enjoy that one. I'm not gonna lie. Like F tier feels disrespectful, so we're gonna go D tier.
What's up, AD? It's Kevin Love. Happy to have you guys here. Let's go check out my place.
He's got such a sick sweater on and a
New York
dog.
City, because when I was 17, 18 years old, I actually wrote in a journal that I would have a New York apartment.
Dude, another like level of wealth is just having owning an apartment somewhere. Dude, imagine owning some shit. Must be crazy, man. That truly must be insane.
By the time I turned 30 years
But dude, I decided to live in New York because I wrote down one time I would have an apartment in Tribeca by the time I was 30.
Years old. So when I was 29, actually only a few months before
I just
turned
fucking
30.
did it. Played for Cleveland and Miami and now plays for Miami. So he's never played in New York. The Jazz is such a sick name for a team. It really is for Utah. The Jazz could have been the Utah
record
Soakers.
player here. Huge part of my life. I feel like a lot of people know that my uncle is Mike Love of the Beach Boys. My cousins are the Wilsons. So
Dude.
I think that kind of leveraged me and put
Oh
me into
yeah,
a space
no,
where
no, whoops, name drop, name drop, name drop. Oh, whoops, oh, I'm holding a big pile of names. Oh no, I spilled the names. I dropped them all over the place. Crazy, dude. He put all those names in a big pot and spilled that shit like Kevin's chili.
music.
What's going
always
on,
had a
man?
big
All right,
part
let's
of
get
my
back to
life
your
and kinda helps
house.
tell-
This can get DMCA'd. Thanks, Cat. You knew what you were doing.
Everything that went into that, it was just a really special time and something that'll stick out for the rest of my
That's
life.
cool.
You know, the year that we won the championship, you can never take that away from us. As I said, really cool way to separate the space,
Why?
whereas it turns into kind of like a little
People love
screening area.
sliding stuff out. Like, just have your TV exposed, man.
So
All
so
right.
this
Wait.
table is actually
Like
really
sewn
special. If you look
together?
at some of the details, it's actually hand stitched, and you can see it running
That's
Leaning
what
all
I
the
have
way
never
across
seen that with a table.
underneath.
Also, how do they make it so it's quiet in here? Like, you live next to a highway.
Some of the square footage, and having an Anthony Gormley sculpture was
But that's gotta
something
sound
that I
so
always
loud.
wanted, and making us kind of make it an
Dude, those
office for
chairs look
myself. You know, a
so
place where I could work
uncomfortable.
outside of the lines.
There's no way he fits in that chair. Look at how tall he is. How does he, dude? He's gonna look like Billy Madison at that thing. How does he fit there? Also, these look like they're gonna fall apart at any moment. Like, what? This looks like when you give your kid like a little desk for them to work at.
this time that we're navigating becomes more and more complex, and I think that's
Yeah, I
what
also
Rasheed
got that
Johnson
from
wanted
staring
to
at that.
show here. I mean, it's very, very unique.
I'm not
He's very
disagreeing,
unique in
but
his
I
own
just-
struggle, but also understanding like that we all share this anxious audience. We all share these anxieties. And
Okay, he
while,
brought me back. We're good.
that is picked this particular floor and unit was because of the sight line. I really love the idea of looking at the trees, the water, the cityscape, and the sky. Still feeling like we were super grounded in New York City.
It is
in a
also
major
just,
way.
it blows my mind in a number of ways. Again, because I've just never been at this point in my life. Like, the concept of one, owning an apartment, and two, like being in a building where there's still like other apartments around you, but like you can custom pick, like you can change things about it. Like, the idea of changing anything in a rental is so crazy to me.
And the beauty of buying this,
I'm
place
afraid to hang up
pre-built
pictures,
was that
you know,
we got
like-
to have, take a little seat, read, finish text, finish emails.
Everybody's
and
always got
just
emails,
Take
man.
advantage of the space. So this bench
Everybody's
was a
always
very,
got
very big
emails.
deal for us. And then a lot of great bottles here. As you can see, some of the inventory is out because COVID has been a time where we've shared a lot of bottles.
We drinking COVID away.
It's a
Old
really
ass dresser in
everywhere.
there.
So to have that component, I just always love having it around. It feels
Hella
like a breath of
critters
fresh
living
air.
in it for sure.
It's pretty.
Exposed brick, baby.
All right,
Let's
so now we're gonna
go.
head into the adds a certain element and a certain feel that makes you feel like you're in the grittiness of New York City. Whereas the office space is
You
a
feel
place
like you're in
where
the
you really
grittiness?
get to
I
work.
don't know,
It's kinda like
man.
a sanctuary for
I
me.
don't know about
This
that.
is where I can really woosah, take a deep breath and
I'm not sure I agree with that
just
take.
relax. Good girl.
Why do New Yorkers
Good
like
girl. She
exposed
wants to
brick?
mind.
I don't know, man. People
All right,
love
AD,
the
thank
fact
you
that
so
their
much for letting us show
city
you
and
our
everything there
space.
is old as
We're gonna
fuck
take
and
Vestry on a walk.
not that
We're gonna
nice.
enjoy this
I don't know, Chad. That was fine. I think that was all right. I think that is C tier. I still like it more than the craziness. I think if you basically just put that at scale, I think I like it more than Carmelo Anthony's house. But anyways, chat, there's our tier list of really rich athletes' homes. We got Jimmy Butler in S tier, McDavid in A tier, Devin Booker and Kevin Love in C tier, and then Carmelo Anthony's in D tier. Purely based on their houses.